back into our lives. 21 days fasting and prayer. Then the Friday, the 1st of February, which is the last Friday of this fasting and prayer convocation, that one is going to be our mega all night. The 1st of February, that is the last Friday of the fasting and prayer convocation. That one will not come in at 6:30 to be an all night, so that will begin at 9 p.m. And that will not do it at our usual place at Haatso. Okay, we'll do it at our new place, the Rhema Tv ACP Junction, opposite the high tension bus stop at Pokuase ACP Junction, opposite the high tension bus stop. The theme for the all night is from shame to glory. From shame to glory. Don't forget, the 1st of February will be the all night, okay, of our fasting and prayer convocation, the last Friday of the fasting and prayer convocation. And then this will not be held at Haatso, though all the other days will be held at Haatso, but this particular all night, the 1st of February, will be held at the Rhema Tv Pokuase ACP Junction, opposite the high tension bus stop. And the theme is from shame to glory. The theme for the all night, from shame to glory. And then the Sunday, which is the grand finale of this great prayer and fasting convocation, we'll have 2 services. Okay, we'll have 2 services. The first service will be at 8:30 a.m. 8:30 a.m. That will be the communion and the prophetic service. And then the second service will be in the evening at exactly 5:30 p.m. That will be the anointing and prophetic service. Don't forget, all the other Sundays, apart from this last Sunday of fasting and prayer convocation, we're having our normal 3 services at Haatso. But then this one, the Sunday, which is the last Sunday of the fasting and prayer convocation, just after the all night at the Rhema City, the Sunday will continue at the Rhema City again, okay, at the Pokuase ACP Junction, opposite the high tension bus stop at the Rhema City. My goodness, heaven will come down. The glory of God will be made manifested. People's faces will radiate the glory after this conference. And I don't want you to be a dropout. I'll pray for the sick. I'll pray for sinners. I'll pray for the bound. I'll pray for the afflicted. I'll pray for marriages. And I believe God will come through for us. See you there. And let's do this together for the glory of our God in this year 2019. God bless you.
Rhema TV, networking the world with the gospel of grace.
Once again, you are warmly welcome from the Christmas break and the New Year break. We are back to the beauty of the ring, and we are going to learn more about the beauty of the ring. You cannot just put the ring on without seeing or knowing the essence or the preparation that you have to make before putting on the ring. Today we are going to talk about preparing before you get married. There are certain things you have to know as a young lady, as a gentleman that you want to marry, or you are courting with somebody and you are planning to get married. Marriage is the most important investment in our lives. As we all know, as the Bible said, that we shall live and cleave. You will not just only live and cleave. Otherwise, things will just turn upside down. But you have to do good planning and do good preparation. This will allow you to have a sweet marriage. And this will help you to see the beauty of the ring. Because if you don't do all these things, you have the ring on and you will not see the beauty that it is in the ring. Also, preparation helps us to know more about our partner. The lady or the gentleman you are going out with, as you are getting or preparing to get married, you have to know each other, especially the weakness of your partner, the person's likes and dislikes. Without knowing all those things, there will be always conflicts in the marriage. So today I want us to talk about 7 important preparation that we need to know before we enter into marriage. I believe, as we all know, before Isaac would get married to Rebekah, Abraham prepared him adequately before he sent men to go out to prepare the marriage rite for Rebekah to come into the home of Isaac. So it is with us. Without adequate preparation, without good preparation, you found yourself wanting in the marriage, and you will not see that there is beauty in the ring. So viewers, take your pen and papers and write down this point. It will help you as you are getting prepared. First, I want us to talk about physical preparation. Since marriage has a great responsibility, physical health is very important, because if you are sick, if you are not strong, there will be interferences in your marriage. You have to seek health advice from your doctors and also do a lot of exercises. You don't have to just eat anything just like that. You have a whole lot of illness which will interfere with your marriage. So you have to, as a young lady or a gentleman, you have to prepare yourself physically. You don't have to adopt any lifestyle like smoking, drinking, overeating without doing any exercise. You need also to do regular checkups, medical examinations to find out that you are very fit. These are all part of preparing yourself. It also helps you mentally. As you are doing the physical preparation, the exercises, doing the medical checkups, it helps you to boost your mental health. That is, you know your values, the likes and dislikes, the visions and aspiration. Your mental preparation, that you've prepared your mind that I'm entering into this marriage to take up responsibilities, to take up critiques from others. And also, as you prepare yourself mentally, you work on yourself. You work on your mental abilities to be able to take advisors, critics. As you enter into marriage, you are going to meet different kind of people from your in-laws, either the man or the woman. Sometimes you may do certain things that they will appreciate, and sometimes you may do certain things that they will not appreciate. And if you don't prepare yourself mentally, you always think they are against you. No. But as you prepare yourself mentally, whatever critiques come, whatever advice comes from both sides, you are able to take it in a good faith and also work on yourself. It is not only in marriage, but also at your workplace. As you are preparing to get married, you have to prepare yourself, your mind adequately, that even at work, the stress that will come. Sometimes married couples or those who are yet to marry, when they get to work, the stress on them doesn't, even when they come home to say hi or hello to their spouse or their fiancés and even their children, they find it very difficult. But as you prepare yourself mentally, you know that, wow, whatever comes, that no matter the stress, the depression, you are able to say hello, you are able to talk well to your spouse or your partner. And the third thing I also want us to talk about is emotional preparation. Emotional preparation. It is very, very, very important as you are preparing yourself to get married. Some of us, we are very, very emotional. And our parents brought us up in a different ways. The lady that you are betrothed to or you are trying to get married to comes from a different background. You, the guy, also comes from a different background. Maybe you may be the mom's only son or the mom's only daughter or the firstborn or the lastborn. All the time, the mommies pampers us, the firstborns and the lastborn. It's like all the time we are enjoying. The guys always go with their mom, even as they are adults and they are working. All the time you see them around their mom, pampering them. Mom will be cooking for them, washing their things, So when it comes to the time for the guy to get married, you have to prepare yourself emotionally that the lady you are going to meet out there is not your mom. Sometimes there are some of the things that you'll be expecting that she'll be doing for pampering, over pampering you, welcoming you in certain kind of ways, like the way you've been doing for your mom. No. Sometimes you may not receive all this what? Pampering. And you tend to be what? Emotional. And if you don't take care, you'll be accusing the lady. When I was in my mom's house, my mom was doing this for me. My mom was washing. She would call me, Kwesi, are you all right? Maybe your lady doesn't do what? Call to find out if you are all right. Have you eaten something nice today? How was your day? Are you okay at work? Maybe mom was doing all these things for you, and maybe your wife-to-be or your partner that you are courting is not calling you to. So you find yourself, is this lady okay? Is she the right one? But no, you have to work on yourself. You have to work on your emotions. That lady is not the same as your mom. But now it will come to a time you have to take up some responsibility as the head of the family. That is, you are preparing yourself to get married and become the head of what? The family. Because there's going to be a great responsibility on you. Taking care of your wife, as we learn from the other time that what is married. There are certain preparations that you have to do. Because you have to give your family a good education, your children good education, shelter. Take care of your wife in all other ways. So don't expect that the lady will do all things for you as your mom will do for you, because you are going to take certain major decisions. So you have to what? Prepare your emotions. It's not the least, then you get angry. No, you don't have to get angry because your spouse or your partner didn't do certain what you expect her to what? To do for you. Also, you have to do what? Control your anger. You don't have to be jealous and fear. Some gentlemen, now I'm stressing on the guys before I come to the ladies, because they fear, hey, this lady, the way she's behaving, maybe she's dating someone else. No, you don't have to do what? To be too emotional, because if you become too emotional, it puts fears in what? In you. And the fears will not give you the ability to put things right. Because as a man, you have to pray for the wisdom of God as Solomon did. Because I don't know if Solomon knew like he's going to have so many wives and concubines. That's why he prayed to God for wisdom. But I believe he prayed to God for wisdom to enable him to rule what? His affairs, his kingdoms. So as a man, you have to what? Be able to have wisdom so that you can rule the affairs of what? Your home. And not even your home. Maybe you might be a leader in what? In your church. You might be a youth leader, a choir leader. You need to have mental preparation so that you'll be able to tolerate what? Others. And have the wisdom also to work in your what? In your office or your company or firms, because you have to be able to tolerate what? Those who are working under you, because you will not have everybody the same. The way your mom brought you up is not the way they brought the other person up. The DNA is what? Is different. Even you might be the same siblings coming from the same parents, but each and everyone has its own what? Some character what? Traits. Some of them may be what? Harsh, others may be quiet, depending on one's what? DNA. So as you are preparing to get married, you have to do what? Be able to control what? Your emotions. You don't have to fear. You have to show what? Maturity. That you are a man who can take what? A lead. You are a cheerleader to your family and also to your society. And now I come to the ladies. Hey ladies, are you there? You also have to what? Prepare yourself emotionally. Some of the ladies, our parents pampers us so much. I know the girls goes with their dad. You know, dad will come. Hey, is AC in? AC, how are you? How is school? How is work? You know, sometimes some of our daddies even tend to buy gifts and other things for us, whilst mommy even doesn't know that dad is buying a gift. So you just go and show it to mom. Mom, dad bought this thing for me. You know, we'll be pampered from our infancy even to the university level. You see that daddy will always what? Be visiting. making sure if she gets something good to eat when she's in the hostel, calling to find out the guys or the friends that she's hanging around with. And we tend to, to be too emotional. But as a lady or as a young woman that you want to get into marriage, you have to prepare yourself adequately. You have to be matured. Because when you get there, your daddy will not come there. Your mom will not come into your home to be doing what he or she is doing for you. So the least thing maybe you do and your husband queries you or talk about it, then you get angry. Then you become emotional. Then you start crying. You take your phone and call mom. Mom, look at what Kwesi is doing for me. He's doing to me. The whole day he's not talking to me. What about you? If Kwesi is not talking to you, what are you doing? You have to go to Kwesi and talk to him. Maybe you are the one who hurts him, but you are trying to put the blame on Kwesi, or you are waiting for him to come and talk to you first, pamper you, and do all the tricks on you for you to become happy again. But you have to prepare yourself, because as a woman or as a lady that you are preparing to enter into marriage, you are going to have children. How are you going to train the children when you become too emotional? The listen, then you get angry. The listen, then you just bang doors. The listen, then you do some gestures, which shows disrespect. And this would make your marriage not sweet, and you will not see the beauty of the ring. You might have the ring on your finger, all right, but you will not see the beauty of it. You will not see how essence or importance the ring that is on you, that Kwesi has given to you, because all the time you are emotional. You will not even send a message to your partner to find out when you went to work. How was your day? Sweetheart, how was your day? You send some, I love you, because there was a little misunderstanding. You have to prepare yourself adequately and put all emotional stress down so that you can move on. And the fourth point is avoid cohabitation. Avoid cohabitation. Before, as a young lady and a young man that you are preparing yourself to get into marriage, please, let's avoid cohabitation. That is the lady going to stay with the gentleman in the same room, or the gentleman packing his things to go and stay with the ladies. These things do happen. And at the end of the day, there will be pregnancy. It will come in. And the gentleman will force the lady to go and abort it, because he doesn't want his youth pastor to see that, there's something going on between him and Sister A. And the lady too, because he doesn't want the pastor to see that, he doesn't want the pastor to see that maybe there's something going on, she's pregnant, will force the lady to go and abort it. And at the end of the day, if you don't take care, then death will result in. So I want all the ladies and guys that you should know, avoid cohabitation. If the lady is forcing herself to come and live in your room, tell her, please wait. Let us go through the normal preparation. Let us go through the counseling, from our parents, introducing the lady to your parents or the guy to your parents, for them to know yourself well, prepare yourself well, that this lady or this guy is the right person for me, that in case of something, he will not run away from me. He will stand with me, because as you bring your marriage before the altar, he said to death do us part. And he said that we shall live and cleave together. So when this thing happens, when pregnancy comes, how are you going to do cleave together? And apart from that, sometimes if we live in the same room with that partner, and later on you tend to find out that, oh, this is not the guy I want to marry. This is not the lady I want to marry. After all, we are not compatible. After all, we are just friends. And you see that broken hearts will just start coming in. You see that the woman or the lady is broken-hearted. The gentleman is broken-hearted. And the lady will just pack her baggage and go somewhere. Sometimes they end up in they just end up in the mental homes. Viewers, we are going for a commercial break, and we will be back.
join Grace Gospel Ministries in any of our weekly power-packed services.
Friday, Rhema Prophetic and Teaching Service at 6:30 p.m. Also join us first Friday of every month for our Rhema Prophetic All Night. We start at 9 p.m. sharp.
The executive service is on Sundays, 7 o'clock a.m. to 9 o'clock a.m., followed by Rhema Celebration Service from 9:30 a.m. to 12 o'clock noon. And then, later in the evening on same Sundays, Prophetic Screening Service from 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m.
On Tuesdays, we have Rhema Prayer and Prophetic Service, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Same Tuesday, Counseling with the Bishop, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Wednesdays, we have Rhema Teaching Service at 6:30 p.m. Fridays, Rhema Power Service at 6:30 p.m.
These services are hosted by Bishop Edwin Elsie Brookman at Grace Gospel Ministries International, located near the MTN Building at Haatso Station, Accra, Ghana. Be there for the touch of God.
For the sake of those who just joined us, we are talking about preparing for marriage. And as a young lady or a gentleman that you are preparing for marriage, there are certain things that you have to know. Because preparing before you get into marriage is very important. It helps you to plan well and have a good resources. It also helps you to know your partner well, whether you are compatible or not, whether to get married or not. So you have to prepare yourself. And I made a point that you have to prepare yourself physically and mental preparation. And we talk about emotional preparation, avoid cohabitation. So we are moving on to our next point, that is financial preparation. As you are preparing yourself into marriage, you need to work, have a job, so you can earn an income to be able to take care of your family. Before you get into marriage, you have to what? Prepare yourself financially. You have to be adequately sound financially. You can't just get up whilst you are not working that I want to get married to this lady. And even if you are a lady, you have to be what? Adequately prepared financially, because you have to do what? Support your partner or your husband when you get married, because God says that we are a helper. We don't leave all the burden on the man. As the gentleman is paying the school fees, you can help with what? The snacks of the children, buying some dresses and other things for them, and also helping the man to do what? Paying some bills, even though he have the greatest responsibility to do what? To play. So you prepare yourself what? Financially. You have to find yourself a job, because I've seen one or two guys that they say they want to get married and they are not working. So all the time I ask them, you are not working, how do you get married and how do you take care or cater for the woman? Remember, you are not just marrying the woman, but children would definitely what? Come in. Without job, without adequate what? Preparation financially, you will let the woman be very what? Tied up. Or you, the gentleman, you find yourself what? Stressing up. But as you prepare yourself adequately, that is where you can do very what? Good investment for what? The family. One, you have to give what? Give a good shelter to your wife. When the children comes in, they have to have what? Good shelter. They have to have good education. They have to eat well and dress well. Because if you don't what? Do all these things for them, and people see them and they are shabbily dressed, they are malnourished, and they don't see them well, you know, the credits will not go up for you. It will go down. So look at this guy. he just rushed into this marriage and he can't even take care of his what? His family. Because if you don't take care, you have to turn up on friends to be begging for what? Money. Or even your parents. Maybe they've come on retirement and their little pension that they are receiving. Then the least you call, Mom, I don't have anything for my wife today, even for food, for them to cook food for us to eat. Their children are at home. They can't go to school. You know, it will be what? A burden and worrisome to you. Not only to you, but the lady in question and the children. So as a man that you are preparing to get married, you have to work. You have to find yourself a job, a very good job, of course. And even if there are certain things like your education background is not all that good, you can still better up. Maybe you want to enter into the university before you start working. You are home. You have to better up things so that you can get what? A very good job to do. Sometimes some guys will just be in the house praying all day long that they'll get a job, whilst they don't even come out to take out their CVs. Maybe you have a very good grade. Even if it is not a very good grade, you can still go out there. And by all means, as a child of God, God will have mercy on you. And you can get somebody to work with so that you can what? Upgrade what? Yourself. The same thing goes to the lady. God says that you will be a helper to the man. So ladies, you have to wake up, back up yourself. If it is trade that you have to learn, please find yourself a trade. That is, maybe if you want to learn how to sew, if you want to go into hairdressing, if you want to go into cosmetology, you can do all these things. You don't have to wait to get what? Big grades before you have a job doing. For the meantime that you want to get married, you see that, oh, I'm attaining the age of marriage, and maybe you've not had a good job or something that you want to do. You know, you can just start doing something and you prepare yourself so that the marriage or the ring will be so sweet for you. And I want to talk about social preparation. Or you have to come out of your shell, as I talked the other time. There's something good in you. Come out of your shell. Have recreation. As you go out, you may meet somebody who will say hi to you, I love you, and I want to get married. Don't keep to yourself. Go to church activities, prayer meetings, join the youth meeting, the women's fellowship, the men's meeting, and God will favor you because you do not know when somebody will say hi to you. So open up. And lastly, you have to also prepare your mind that as you are preparing to get into marriage, there's one important thing I want to talk about, it. Sexual preparation. Some people think going into marriage is that's all. But you have to know that you are not going to just eat and sleep, but you are going to do what? Have sex. You have to know yourself. The reason why I'm saying that you have to know that you are going to have sex, that you have to know yourself. Because sometimes we the ladies, we have menstrual cramps and other things. And a week to that, we have changes in our body. And if the man is coming close to you, oh, don't come to me. I'm tired, I'm sick, I'm having some nauseous and menstrual what? Cramps. No, prepare yourself that as you are entering into marriage, you are going to have sex. The same thing applies to the gentleman too. Don't go and put on your trousers and face the wall that you are not interested in what? In sex. You didn't marry the woman just to be what? For her to be around you and just look at her beautiful face. You have to give her what? Satisfaction. She have to see that really this guy is what? Is a man. And the marriage is what? Is going to work out. So ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself adequately before you enter into marriage. Physically, avoid cohabitation, emotionally, financially, socially. Thank you. God bless you. In a week today, we shall meet. Bye-bye.